Guys, fancy seeing you here. I'm matching my tea. It's exciting. Happy Friday. Welcome to this week's vlog. Like I just said, it's Friday. I haven't picked the camera up yet this week. Oh my God, I've got so much to catch up with you on. So basically, I'm going to have like a little catch up chin wag with you now. And then later on, I can't. Two Eyes is finally going to cook for me. He's done it once in our 3 years together, okay? And a vlog ages ago, I swear he like even promised it. Did he break a promise? That he was going to cook like once a week or something, I can't even remember what it was now. Can't remember the agreement because I knew that it meant fuck all. Anyway, tonight, little like date night, he's going to cook for me. He's not allowed to ask me one question because Google is readily available. But he's going to vlog whilst he's cooking. So, you're welcome. Anywho, babe's napping. I've just had a shower and then I've put some soda crystals down my drain because it's a little bit blocked. The reason why my shower's blocked, I feel like, because I'm using so much tallow in my skincare and in my soap. Obviously it's beef fat, isn't it? So it's clogging up my drains. But I did a little Holland and Barrett order. Who? Like, wasn't expecting that one. I got some Faith in Nature stuff, which some people rave about, some people are like, and I have seen that like the fragrance isn't natural. So already I'm like, okay, well I'll try it. I don't like wasting stuff. I never waste stuff. I'm going to try it. It's definitely much better than a lot of the shit out there. I just think maybe there might be even better, you know. I also got Dr. Bronner's soap, which I know is 1010. So it's like totally organic, naturally scented. It's the best lathering soap that I've found that's natural. So yeah, really loving the Dr. Bronner's stuff. It's called All in One. So literally hair, face and body. And I just love that. I love the ease of it. Obviously I haven't like washed my hair with it yet, but I did my face, which feels nice, and I washed my body. Also got this, you'll die. Georganics mineral toothpaste. It comes with like a little spatula and you get a pea size, put it on your toothpaste. Now, it's English peppermint, right? And you smell it, it smells incredible. Tastes like arsehole. Pure arsehole. It's just a scent, it's not a flavour. However, so the first couple of little scrubber dubs, I was like, all right. And then like Iain tried it and he was literally like, it's fine. I mean, you know Iain's diet, so he just doesn't really care, does he? He could do I'm a Celebrity and not even heave. But the thing is, if a toothpaste tastes really good, tongue twister, it's probably shite. Probably, I don't know, all right? But most likely. So the fact that it tastes like absolute arse means that it's excellent. And afterwards, to be fair, once you've like rinsed and everything, I felt fresh up in that oral. And there wasn't any minging aftertaste. And I think I'll get used to it. I'm going to make myself get used to it. Okay? Okay. So that was another buy from Holland and Barrett. Yeah. So I'm trying out like different brands, different bits and bobs. Right, I'm going to do my skincare with you now, which I'm now doing a bit of a mix because I had a breakout. This is my skin now. I've literally just jumped out of the shower. See obviously the red marks. This is actually a lot calmer than it was. It was like all over my neck and in my upper back. And firstly I was blaming it on my birthday diet because I had a ridiculous amount of cake. Then I was blaming it on the tallow because like this Fierce Nature stuff, which I blooming love, and it is like a normal thing to like detox because you're getting all the crappy stuff, all the crappy stuff's coming out of you whilst you get used to it. And quite a few people have said that this happens, but push through. So I'm pushing through because I absolutely love it. So maybe it's a detox phase. Also, I'm thinking because I'm sweating so much more than I have been with like the amount of classes that I'm doing now, I think it's a sweat thing. Or it's a hormonal thing. I've still not had a period, which is normal, but maybe it's a hormonal thing. Anyway, it's calming down. So I am going to take you through like my little skincare regime. So this is like a fave. This is my toner that I make. How did I do it? I think it's literally rose water, witch hazel with no alcohol, and just a few drops of sweet orange essential oil. Oh, it's so like refreshing. Love it. Then sometimes I just use this in the evening, but the serum I'll put on a little bit for now. This one's really simple. Just drop, drop, drop. Iain is obsessed with this one as well. So this is jojoba oil with, I think it's lavender and frankincense. Definitely frankincense, because that's amazing for your skin. I think I put in some lavender as well. So that makes my skin feel silky smooth. Then, right, I've made up 2 moisturisers and I am obsessed. The consistency of this feels unbelievable, Jeff. I absolutely love it. Like, I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's something like shea butter, jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, a bit of essential oil. I think that might be it. But for this one, tinted moisturiser, I put cacao powder in it as well, which is what you use to tint stuff, right? But I didn't know how much to put in. Like, it's all experiment. I've done one before and I didn't put enough in, so I put like a whole teaspoon in this time, and it came out quite dark. I was like, oh boy. Oh, and because I've put in sweet orange essential oil, it literally smells like Terry's chocolate orange, and that's what I'm putting on my face. It's hilarious. So it's lovely. It is a little bit dark for me, so next time I'm not going to put in so much, but you know, it's just all trial and error. So what I'm doing is putting on a little bit because I don't want to waste it. So like rub it in my fingers first. You ready? You know what, like maybe in the summer when I get a bit of a tan, this might be the right consistency. Anyway, rub that in. I probably need to be a bit more gentle, but so there's obviously, guys, no coverage with this. It just kind of gives you a little bit of colour, bit of a glow, but I feel like it's a bit dark. So bear with, trust the process, okay? So once that, and you can put it all over, like, it's just moisturiser. It's so nice. And I've literally got Terry's chocolate orange on my face right now. Then what I'm doing, my Fierce Nature Warm Sun Glow, which again is a skin tint, is a tiny bit too pale. I kind of need to go for the darker one of this next time, but again, I don't want to waste it. So I just put a little bit over the top. I literally don't want to do too much. To even out the Terry's chocolate orange on my bloody face. Now, obviously, what I would normally do in this instance is cover up all my spots with a concealer, but I'm really trying not to. So to be honest, that's kind of like all I'm doing at the moment, and then just whacking a little bit of mascara on. And then I'm just really quickly going to go in with a tiny bit of mascara because my eyes are pissed out in the snow. I just look like a polished turd, really, don't I? But there we go. A glowy turd. A glowy polished turd, at least. I feel quite glowy. So, sticking onto the topic of this, like, green, non-toxic living, right, which clearly I am obsessed with at the moment, I'm passionate about, which is excellent, because what a great addiction to have. You know, that's quite healthy. Lol. I've bought Nancy Birtwistle, is that her name? Nancy Birtwistle's Green Living book. It's coming next week or something. With, again, more like tips and tricks and stuff, because I found her Pure Magic recipe for bathroom cleaner, and sensational. It is pure magic. I was so chuffed with it. It got off all like the limescale and scum and stuff in my shower cubicle, because again, I think using tallow, it builds up a little bit quicker. But that worked a dream, and I had a shiny shower. So anyway, I bought her book, which I'm excited to like absorb and read more. Yeah, so we've got all this stuff going on where like I'm loving learning about like how to heal yourself and natural remedies. I'm just obsessed, and I now obviously want to become a naturopathic health coach. Is that how you pronounce it? Naturopathic? That's how I pronounce it. Want to do the course, can't even pronounce the course. I need to pay for a wedding and a honeymoon first, but at some point I would love to delve into that. Because I find it absolutely fascinating, like how powerful herbs and plants actually are for medicine, you know? Obviously there's a place for modern medicine, guys, obviously. But the less pharmaceuticals we can use, the absolute better, in my opinion. Right, so I've had a couple of messages, and I literally mean two. Have I seen all the stuff about like Temu? There was a Channel 4 documentary basically slating Temu and its like warehousing and how it runs business basically. And have I seen it? Like, what do I think of Temu now? Because I was obviously last year one of the big, like, I say promoters, Jesus, they never like paid me to do anything. It's just, I played the games, got loads of credit, bought loads of stuff, showed you guys what I got, and was a bit of like a guinea pig, I guess, with all these kind of bits and like really random bits and bobs. It was like the most random hauls ever. It was quite exciting at the time, I tell you. All this like controversy has now come out of like how many, like all these heavy metals that have been found in the clothes and products and blah, 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 and just the standards, everything like that. Now I am a normal human being who is learning every single day. Like every day is a school day. I always try and be the best human I can be, but I'm never going to like get everything right, and I'm never ever going to be perfect. And especially like leaning into this way of living, I feel like you then get targeted quite a lot of like, so you're doing that but you're wearing mascara, or like you're doing that but you get your hair highlighted. Like, let's chill. Not that, to be fair, not anyone's giving me shit at all. That was like, no one's giving me shit, but that tends to be like where it goes, where it's like you have to be all or nothing. And as you know, like especially like with my nutrition and stuff, I live the 80-20 life. Sometimes I live 90-10, all right? But majority of the time I live 80-20, and I am obviously trying my absolute like best to like rid my home of as many toxic chemicals as I possibly can, because to be honest with you, I didn't realise how fucking many there were. All right. I laugh about it now. It's wild because like I've been in the nutrition world for over 10 years, of like cared about what I've put in my body and then put shit on my skin, or used shit laundry detergent and like terrible cleaning products. Like I jumped on the old Mrs. Hinch wagon, didn't I? I mean, she seems like a lovely lady, but fuck me, like chemical overload. You know, all things like that. And now I'm like, wow, what a stupid bitch. What a stupid bitch you are, Shells, literally. And do you know what? Actually, the same with nutrition. I honestly thought regarding nutrition, I really like knew best. It pains me a little bit. But again, we live and we learn. We live and we learn. Anyway, today is not a nutrition chat. So back to Temu and like my opinion. Obviously, I'm going to agree that it's pure shite. I think you have to be super, super careful with what you get from there. Obviously, if you don't want to ever buy anything from them ever again, I don't blame you. I'm not going to say that I'm never going to buy from them again. Now, don't come at me. And the reason why I say that, Temu and Shein have had like mega bad press recently. But they're all the same, guys. You can't be like, I'm never shopping from them again and then go to Primark. Or like any fast fashion, online fast fashion. I was like looking at like H&M suppliers the other day, like huge list of suppliers all over the world, but mainly Bangladesh and China. Now I don't know, obviously I'm not going to just say that they're bad, like when I don't know, that I haven't gone there myself, so I don't know. But it's all fast fashion. Like none of us really know where our clothes and products come from, how they're made, and what the working conditions are really like. Unless you are going more expensive and like, I don't know, like a UK supplier and they can provide more like evidence of their working conditions. I don't know. None of us fucking know, right? It's such a big fucking world. We don't really know where anything comes from. So all I'm saying is I'm going to be super careful with what I get, yes, but I would be a hypocrite if I was going to be like, right, well, I'm never buying from them again, but then I buy from these other shops. Like if I had all the money in the world to buy like organic, recycled clothing, then I would. And I like to do my bit, but I can't do it all the time. And again, logically, I'm thinking 80-20, right? So I've got quite a few bits from Shein ready for my honeymoon. And they're like in their bag still. And I've been thinking about it. And obviously I'm not going to just bin them. Like what a waste. That's like adding to the shitness of the environment. I was listening to a great podcast the other day with Barbara O'Neill, I know I'm obsessed, and Dr. Malik. And she was talking about clothing. Now she opened my eyes more than this Channel 4 documentary, because again, documentaries are very like one-sided, biased, whatever, and whatever. Like I take everything with a pinch of salt, everything. Now Babs was saying about the quality, like not the quality, Babs was saying about the fabric that you use. Now this has opened my eyes more than anything. She said like nap, basically. Oh, I'd love a nap. Nylon, acrylic and polyester. Those are like the three materials you want to get rid of or use very, very minimally, okay? Now this is quite hard because a lot of my fitness stuff is polyester. You don't really want 100% cotton or whatever, but I think there's other like bamboo kind of style. I don't know. Basically, I'm gonna, whenever I'm buying clothes in the future now, I'm just gonna make more of a conscious effort to not buy nap. Nylon, acrylic, polyester. I'm really not. But what Babs was saying, and this is fascinating, like look at your bras, look at your pants, your pajamas and the tops that you wear all the time. Look at the stuff that you wear the majority of the time. Like my bras, and I'm actually still wearing it as well, I need to change them. I don't even know what material this is, but it's not a good one. But that is touching me hours and hours and hours on end, right? Your pants, it's right by your privy bits, yeah? Those are the bits, because they're the 80% that we need to make sure are like 100% cotton or like viscose, what is it? That's like bamboo derived, anyway. But like a more natural rather than the lab made, okay? Whereas like the odd dress that I'm gonna wear on a honeymoon, also Bab said, always wash your clothes anyway, regardless, don't care where you buy them from, but wash them before you wear them and then hang them out. I mean, it's pissing it down right now, so we wouldn't do it on this lovely English day, but hang them out in the sunshine because sunshine detoxifies clothes the best, okay? So again, I'm going to do that with like my clothes moving forward. So and that's my view on that. So hands up like when I'm wrong, but obviously at the time I didn't know I was wrong. Always good intention. But I'm happy to like admit it now, if you know what I mean. So yeah, bit of a honesty confession post. But also, I'm never going to be perfect and I won't pretend to be. Final note on the word of like laundry and stuff. I've made my own laundry detergent. Washing soda, baking soda, salt, Epsom salts, essential oils. I think that was the combination, something like that. And like the fabric softener is vinegar, white vinegar and a little bit of essential oil as well. And I tried it yesterday for the first time, and I am so chuffed. It has come out fresh and soft. Like, I'm buzzing. I'm never going to have to buy laundry detergent ever again. I'm really happy with myself. So yeah, that's my little like good bit of the week as well. So that is my green living chat for you today. I'm now going to pass you over to Chef George. I'm going to let him take the lead with the vlog now. And let's hope and pray I don't get food poisoning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a slight confession. Basically, over the weekend, I have been unbelievably shit. And I mean unbelievably shit. So, Chelsea asked me to, in the week. Now, I never cook. Ever cook. The only thing I cook is my mince, my eggs, my sourdough, any red meat and eggs, basically. It's all I eat. Because it's easy and it takes about 5 minutes to cook. And I have no interest in cooking. It brings me no joy whatsoever. It's like mowing the lawn. I absolutely hate every moment of it, or any form of manly job. I'm terrible at, and I don't care. I have no interest in learning either. Okay? So that probably says a lot about me. But again, I don't care. But Chelsea, I think I've cooked once for Chelsea in the over 3 years that we've been together now. And it was a banging meal, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, so Chelsea said to me early last week, why don't we have a date night and you cook for me? And I liked the idea of date night. The idea of cooking for Chelsea, well, if we're being frank and being genuinely honest, I had no time for that. That wasn't something I wanted to do. And before anybody thinks or says the line of, but it's your missus, you should want to do it. You're right. You are absolutely right in that. But I just didn't want to do it. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, that's no problem. As much as I didn't want to do it, I was going to do it. So I was like shitting myself. I was like, well, I genuinely can't cook. So what am I going to make? Because I can't, apart from mince and eggs, steak, can't really cook anything else. So I was like, right, okay. Next best thing was I'll do something like spaghetti bolognese. And then I was like, well, how would you even cook a spaghetti bolognese? That's how inept and ridiculous that I am. So anyway, so I was like, right, I'll just do it. And we said Friday, and then I forgot the Euros is on. And it was the quarterfinals, and I wanted to watch Spain and Germany, and I also wanted to watch probably France and Portugal. So then I was like, should I do it? Should I not do it? I want to watch the footy, but Chelsea wants a meal. And I'll be honest, I chose the football. I absolutely chose the football. And I believe I made the right decision. The football was an amazing game, especially the Germany-Spain game. But at the same time, I know I should have been better and got everything made, pre-made, so it was just simmering away whilst the football was on, and then boom. Germany-Spain was done. I accepted that not to watch France and Portugal, and then we could have the meal, have a date night. That didn't happen. I think Chelsea got pissy at me. And when Chelsea gets pissy, you know she's pissy because she just storms around and blah, 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 and doesn't look at me and doesn't say anything. Anyway, this continued into Saturday. And then I was like, well, I said to her on the Friday, well, I'll do it tomorrow night and I'll, and then I was like, but England are playing. So I was in this dilemma again. And I again absolutely watched England. And again, it was absolutely the right decision because we got through. So anybody who's rolling their eyes at this, just calm down. It's gone. It's done, dusted now. So again, she was fuming at me, and I was fuming at her because we had a bit of a shower incident, and I won't go into any much more detail in that. But I didn't like Chelsea's attitude towards me. She was already pissy at me for the night before, so got even more pissy at me. And basically, we were just pissed off with one another. So I was kind of like, well, I'm not cooking for you. And yes, I was being a child. I absolutely was being a child. So yeah, anyway, after the game, I didn't even watch the second game, Holland and Turkey, but it was a good game by all accords. We watched a movie last night, and we sat at opposite ends of the sofa. I don't think we said one word to others. Actually, what I said was, Zac Efron's face doesn't look too bad considering what everybody's saying about it. I couldn't really take much difference. And she didn't say anything. So I was like, again, all right, sod you. I'm not talking to you. So we didn't. I went to bed. She came to bed. A bit frosty this morning. And yeah. We kissed and made up today anyway. So it's absolutely fine. I take full responsibility. It is completely and utterly my fault. We have rearranged. So next weekend, we are, if it's nice, I think we might spend the day in Southsea. And then we'll come home. I'll cook for her. We'll have a nice night. And all this will be forgotten about. And actually, I think I was right in doing what I was doing, because in my thought was, well, if we postpone it to next weekend, that means we've got a full day together. We can do something nice, and then we can come home and eat. So really, what I'm trying to say is, I was right. I made the right decision. But no, in all seriousness, I should have done it. I was wrong. I apologise to Chelsea, and Chelsea laughed. We kissed. We made up. She's being all needy again. So yeah, she wants me to hug her every 3 seconds, and then moans when I'm not. So I know that Chelsea's in a good mood again. So yeah, we crack on. Anyway, I am going to now cook my mince and eggs. And have a lovely evening. I will try to do better, just not when the football's on. See you soon. All in all, I made the right decision. Whilst also acknowledging that I was really shitty and terrible.
Proper shit.
Yeah. If England lost, it would have been the wrong decision, but England won.
I agree. I said to you, I don't want you to cook on the Saturday night because I knew that England were playing. Fine. What I wasn't happy about was the Friday night.
I know, yeah, but I spoke about this in what I was saying. I wanted to watch Germany-Spain. Yeah,
but you should have pre-warned me then, because we agreed that you were going to do that. So I was looking forward to my tea.
I know.
And it was very late in the day that you...
To be honest, I think I can't...
Oh, I'm tired.
I kind of blame you purely on the fact that...
Don't even.
When I came home, I had... you told me to sit down and we can chat and have a coffee and stuff.
And you fell asleep.
Yeah. So if you never told me to do that, then I wouldn't have done that.
Don't bite. So yeah, basically, he was shit. There was no date night.
Well, no, like I said, though...
Thank fuck England won.
Oh, fuck off. You fuck off. No, you fuck off.
I kept leaving the room.
And then coming back in.
Coming in the lounge and going, no, I'm not finished. Went back in the kitchen.
I was like, you are finished. Now go away. For example, if I woke up and was like, oh me, I'd be like, sort your shit out.
Yes.
So that's what I'm on about. So those woe me feelings
but
then.
not everyone is like that. So you can't expect.
Should.
No, that's where you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
You can't expect everyone to be like that.
Really, in the grand scheme of things, I have missed so much football since I've been with you.
Oh.
No, I'm not looking for that. I'm just saying that I have, in many instances, the amount of times I watch it on my phone. God, big games, big Champions League games. I'm sat there watching it on my phone.
Yeah, that's because you can't get it on the telly. Not because I've asked you to put it on your phone. I've never once asked you to put it on your phone, you absolute fanny flap. It's because you don't pay for it. So don't give me that codswallop.
Karen. Get your face off me.
Right. We're going to sign off this shit vlog.
It's the shittest thing in the world.
It's the shittest one so far. It's your fault.
You can smell
But you cooking for me next week.
Unfortunately.
Is that a fucking promise? Because honestly, the viewers are going to get bored of this promise, let alone me.
Might have to see next. You'll have to tune in, won't you?
Oh, you fucking better, I tell you. See you next week, pals. Right, see you later. Love you. Bye.
Bye.